MC. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to our annual celebration of African American History Month. To our principal, Mr. Menez, assistant principal, Mr. Jones and Mr. Lister, all other administrators, teachers and staff, and students, thank you for joining us today. Every February, America observes a very special occasion called Black History Month. This observance serves as a time to remember and celebrate the many amazing accomplishments of African Americans and their importance to our country's history. Black History Month began in 1926 as Negro History Week, a week of celebration observed in mid-February. In 1976, it was expanded to become Black History Month, and it now stands as a wonderful tribute to the many exceptional African Americans who have graced our country's history. So, without further ado, let's start the show, themed A Legacy of Strength, A Future of Hope. It is a dirt road off trove, memories of the lives branded in our hearts. It is a word, a place, a state of mind. Black history is a piece into our ancestors' time. It is a piece of fabric our grandmothers wore, an old rope that our grandfathers lived to deplore. It is a slave ship and middle passage overseas. Black history is cotton field and tobacco leaves. It is a plantation overseer and backdoor crumbs, weeping and wailing, a beating of drums. It is a troubling truth, an unapologetic past. Black history is an entire race struggling to last. It is a Mississippi burning and a Tennessee town, an evil that lingers to bring white people down. It is a book or a movie of strength, courage, and will. Black history is the strength, fate of young Emmett Till. This little movie bridges the exquisite Ruby Dee, Carter G. Woodson, and Coretta Scott King. A Harlan Jackson song, a Michael Jackson routine. Black history is the phrase, let freedom ring. It is Cheney University, the Tuskegee Airmen, the NAACP, the Black Holocaust Museum. It is a Navy Master Diver named called Brassiere. Black history is our legacy of trumpet without fear. It's General Colin Powell, a bad little drama, Zora Neale Hurston, and President Barack Obama. It's every single experience of our history. Black history is a story of you and me.
I once said that every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and change the world. I was an American abolitionist, humanitarian, and an armed scout and spy for the United States Army. During the American Civil War. I was known for being the conductor of the Underground Railroad. Who am I? I am Harriet Tubman.
I was a prominent African American, a botanist, chemist, scientist, and inventor. I am best known for the many uses I devised with the peanut. Who am I? Dr. George Washington Carver.
Wow, way to start the show with two very prominent historical figures in African American history. Now we'll focus on an event in our history that I'm sure we are all aware of. It's not only Black history, but American history. The seat of her pants, drama skip. When it comes to writing about Black historical figures, Sandra has an edge. Her grandmother knew Rosa Parks. It came as no surprise then when Sandra and her friend Jackie were asked to write about an event in Black history. They chose the story of Rosa Parks, refusing to give up her seat to a white man on a bus. Rosa Parks is considered a famed civil rights activist, born Rosa Louise McCauley on February 4, 1913 in Tuskegee, Alabama. Her refusal to surrender her to a white passenger on a public bus in Montgomery, Alabama, spurred a citywide boycott and helped launch nationwide efforts to end segregation of all public facilities.
So who should we do our report on? There are a lot of important historical figures to choose from.
I think we should write about Rosa Parks. My grandma actually knew her, you know?
Get out of here, she did not.
She did too.
Girl, you're lying.
If I'm lying, I'm done.
Then you must be dying, because I know you're lying.
I'm not lying. Rosa worked at the same place my grandma did. They were friends.
Are we talking about the Rosa Parks, the one who refused to give up his seat to some outraged white guy?
No one to say.
But she got arrested, right?
Yeah?
Then why did she do it? Didn't she know she'd go to jail?
Probably.
Then why didn't she just sit somewhere else? What was she thinking?
I don't know.
Why didn't the white guy just let her have the seat? Why did he have to sit there anyway? Couldn't he have sat somewhere else? What's the big deal about Rosa moving? Why didn't she?
I don't know, Jackie.
Maybe we should look it up in our textbook. If we're going to write a report about her, we need to find out as much information as we can.
Why look it up in a dusty old textbook when we've got a first-hand account of it right here? Why don't we ask Friend of Rosa's? I bet she could tell us all about it.
That's a great idea. You think she'd mind?
Let's find out. Let's ask my grandma. Grandma, could you come here? What is it, Thomas? Jackie and I are writing a book report about Rosa Parks. I told her you were a friend of hers a long time.
We were wondering if you'd mind telling us what happened on the day that Rosa got on that bus.
Well, that was a long time ago, but I can never forget the day Rosa made history. So you'll tell us? Of course I will. Let me get comfortable.
This is so exciting, actual eyewitness.
It was a cold day in Alabama. It was December 1st, 1955. Rosa Parks would have been about 43 years old then. She had just ended a long shift at the Montgomery Fair department store. While waiting on the bus, Rosa reflects on a long and tiresome day that she has experienced. Her back and shoulders are aching something fierce, and she just wants to sit down and take a load off of her feet. Whew, finally, the bus arrives. Rosa enters, pays her fare, exits, and re-enters at the rear of the bus. Wait a minute, why did Rosa get on the bus, pay the money, and then get off the bus, go around to the back of the bus and get on again? Was she crazy? No, Rosa Parks was not crazy at all. That happened to be the proper custom back then. Black Americans paid their fares up front and then went around the back of the bus to get on.
I said I need those seats. Girl, I need you to get up.
Now, and the rest was history.
I was born in 1863, and in my life as a mathematician, newspaper, columnist, author, and an important figure in the intellectual life of Black America for close a century. I was known as the bar of the Parliament by all that knew me. Who am I? Dr. Kelly Miller.
These are some of mine most memorable quotes. A little less complaint and whining, and a little more God work. Men strike would do us more credit than adopting civil rights bills. The cost of liberty is less than the price of repression. To be a poor man is hard. To be a poor race in a land of dollars is the very bottom of hardships. Who am I? I am W.E.B. Du Bois.
Next, sit back and enjoy the spiritual side of our culture as we express us through the art of dance.
Chicago Bulls, followed by Michael Jordan.
Now we are ready to take you to the mountaintop. Help me walk with their junior version of Dr. Martin Luther King and a march on Washington.
I'm happy to join with Toots today and will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. I have here today have that one day and every hit and will be made low, and the workplace will be made and the crooked places will be made plain, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. With this faith we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. Free at last, great God Almighty, we are free at last. I was a pioneer of both civil rights and cardiac surgery. Active the first automatic heart defibrillator in a patient. I was instrumental in recruiting minority students from the Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, significantly enhancing the institution's diversity. I died on April 11, 2010 from complications of a stroke. Who died? Dr. Levi Watkins Jr.
I was an American activist known for being the first black child to desegregate the all-white William Friends Elementary School in Louisiana during the New Orleans school desegregation in 1960. Who am I? Will be no Bridges.
That was amazing. Valley West definitely has future leaders in the works. Up next is one of my favorite parts of the show, a tribute to hip-hop. Hip-hop has been a way for our youth to express themselves and talk about current issues and celebrate our culture. A warm welcome to Valley West X-Steppers and crew.
This one is for you. Okay, baby.
On September 12, 1992, I flew to space with 6 other astronauts on board the USA Endeavour on mission STS-47, becoming the first African-American woman in space. In recognition of my accomplishment, I received several awards and honorary doctorates. Who am I? Macy Jensen.
I'm a writer, scientist, as well as inventor. I developed, along with Coach, the foil electric microphone, an inexpensive device that is now used in 90% of all contemporary microphones. At present, I have become a professor at Johns Hopkins University. Am I? James West.
Don't just judge me for the color of my skin, but the substance I have within. My intellect I possess, and the strength I compose. The root of my spiritual fruit, and the knowledge I obtain. The wisdom I gain, and the words I use. My balance use, the confusion I defeat. My peaceful depth I keep under control. Integrity in my humble ways. My image I project, self-respect, is the complete work you and how I see things true. For there are several elements still I hold, even the hidden qualities I have yet unfold. So don't just judge the color of my skin from what you see, you do not know me.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may drown me in the very dirt, but still like dust I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells up in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tide. Just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes? Shoulders drooping down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful prize. Does my hastiness offend you? Don't you take it awfully hard? 'Cause I laugh as I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.
In honor of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., our 4th and 5th grade students participated in a speech writing competition that focuses on the theme, what would Dr. King say about Muhammad Ali? The next young lady to grace the stage is absolutely stunning in all ways. Mr. Maybe say that. Not only did she win the competition at the school level, she won a spot to represent Valley West in the Grande annual MLK Junior Oratory Competition. Students and staff, I present to you my fellow classmate, Miss Olutobi Adieri, performing her 2017 Dr. MLK Jr. speech.
Hello, America. My name is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and I am an activist for African Americans and civil rights. I was asked by the outstanding Gardner Law Firm to say some words about the late professional boxer and activist Muhammad Ali. He is said by many to be the greatest professional boxer of all time, and is considered by others to be one of the most influential sports figures of the 20th century. But to understand what I am about to tell you, you must first know and understand his childhood. Muhammad Ali was born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942 in Louisville, Kentucky. Cassius understood the extent of racial inequality and segregation at a young age as he grew up surrounded by it. He was even once denied a drink of water because of the color of his skin. Occurrences like these would ignite the spark that would later turn into a flame of activism and the fight for racial equality. Young Cassius had the heart of an activist growing inside of him. He entered into the world of boxing when he was 12 years old and his bike was stolen. He wanted to learn to fight so he could beat up whoever stole his bike. He never did find his bicycle, but he did find a deep love for boxing. At the 1960 Rome Summer Olympics, the 18-year-old stunned the world and beat the reigning champion. Soon after, Clay found the religion of Islam and completed his transformation from young Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali. Ali said, "I was an ordinary man who worked hard to develop the talent I was given. I believed in myself and I believed in the goodness of others." Both I and Ali understood the importance of standing up for what we believe in. In the 1960s, we both publicly opposed the Vietnam War. Myself by making a speech at a rally, and Ali by refusing to be drafted. Because of his public display, he was stripped of his boxing title and even convicted to prison time. Although he got the conviction repealed and did not serve time, this incident, coupled with public aggression towards him and a lifetime of racial discrimination, built up an unstoppable anger inside Ali. For a while, he used his boxing opponents as an outlet for his anger, brutally degrading and even insulting them. His antics earned him the informal title, King of Trash Talk. Amazingly, Ali was able to take his irrepressible anger and through time and maturity, channel it instead toward what he was truly passionate about, social activism. He spread my word of equality and the power of peace to people everywhere by doing interviews and speaking at rallies and even college campuses. He wisely said, "I have made my share of mistakes along the way, but if I have even changed one life for the better, I have not lived in vain." Now, with the flame of activism and social justice fully lit, Ali demonstrated that African Americans do not have to and should not give in to the fear and the anger we have towards white Americans. He said, "Hating people because of their skin color is wrong, and it doesn't matter which color does the hating, it is just plain wrong." He showed courage even when it was dangerous, even when it meant jail time. He taught us that African Americans have the potential to reach the stars. If not for men and women like Ali, it would have been almost impossible to have our first African American president. Ali was not just a boxer. He was someone who knew the difference between right and wrong. Ali was not just a boxer. He was someone who took his anger and negativity and turned it into love and positivity. Ali was not just a boxer. The man was a legend who carried on my message of love and peace. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee, my brother. Rest in peace. Thank you.
The valueless after-school students will bless us with a joyful noise. The world.
There comes a time when we hear certain calls, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, and it's time to let your hand to laugh. The greatest gift of all. We can go on, pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We are all a part of God's great big family, and the truth, you know, love's all we need. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones to make a better day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones to make a better day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones to make a better day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me, just you and me, just you and me. I am a American politician who served as the 44th president of the States of America from 2009 to 2017. I attended Harvard Law School where I was the first African American president of the Harvard Law Review. Preceding my time as commander-in-chief, I worked as a civil rights attorney and professor in Chicago, Illinois, where I represented the 13th District for 3 terms from 1997 to 2004. I am married to the beautiful Michelle Obama. Who am I? Former President Barack Obama.
As our time together nears, we would like to leave you with images of our last year with African President Barack Obama. We thank you and hope you have enjoyed the show. Remember to celebrate Black History every day.
Nation.
good day.
All right, thank you. We can dismiss.